ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Packed Podcast. I am Case. We are here with the boys Michael and Carl. Now, we're not going to waste any time. Let's hear from Teddy Long and our competitors.
Hey, what's up, players? WWE Hall of Famer and Vice President of Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, Teddy Long. And on January the 29th, Dog Pound Championship Wrestling and TSW Plus Network will present the first ever Teddy Long Classic Tag Team Tournament. Now, some tag teams that have already entered the tournament are the OMGs, the Midnight Blazers, the Misfits, the Russell Twins, and many more tag teams will be announced in the days to come. Also, you'll see Rodney Mack in action, the phenomenal former WWE Women's Champion, Jazz. She will be in action. So don't forget, January 29th, the Woodlawn Gym, San Antonio, Texas, the Teddy Long Classic Tag Team Tournament, Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, TSW Plus Network. Y'all come holler at a player.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. See, I've been hearing about this tournament coming up. This Teddy Long Tag Team Classic coming up.
Now, hold on a minute, player. You know Teddy Long loves him some tag team wrestling.
True that, true that. And you know it's only right that Teddy had to call up the best tag team going in Texas right now. Yours truly, Fly Def, the Fly Brother Warren J, and the big man, Zach Ziller. So, live January 29th from the historic Woodlawn Gym, a.k.a. The Pit. Yours truly, we showing up and we showing out. And you know we ain't no strangers to tag team tournaments. We ain't no strangers to tag team titles. So every other tag team in that tournament, you getting put on blast. You getting put on notice. We showing up and showing out and doing what we always do. And that simply is
what we supposed to do.
To the Midnight.
January 29th at the Pit in San Antonio, Texas, the Midnight Special, and Smoke and Eric. Where'd the man go? I guess it's just me. Okay, January 29th at the Pit in San Antonio, Texas. We're going to have the first ever annual Teddy Long Classic. And the winners become the new and first ever Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Tag Team.
Sorry, guys, hold up.
Let's keep for this later.
Champion. And while he may not be here physically right now, on the 29th, you're going to get Smoking Eric Bronson and the Midnight Special, collectively known as the Midnight Blazers, the highest quality tag team in all of professional wrestling. And if my buddy was here right now, he would let all you other tag teams, rather be the Russell Twins, the OMGs, Fly Def, City Boys, it really doesn't matter, because he'd be happy to inform you that you should have a gummy dummy, because we're walking out the new tag team champions. And that is a Midnight Special guarantee. Yeah.
Pound Championship, January 29th, the first ever Teddy Long Classic Tag Team Tournament featuring some of the best tag teams around. And you know, you can't have a tournament with the best tag teams without Pretty Boy Rock.
So, what you might ask is, what does Pretty Boy Rock bring to the table that the other talent just doesn't bring? Well, we're new, we're young, we're faster, and most importantly, we're going to be the sexiest people there.
Yeah.
Gentlemen, what you see before you right here is the newest upcoming tag team. And we are called the Ruin Nation. I myself, Papa Don, with the Reaper, the Falcon, and we're making our debut in San Antonio, Texas. Everybody in Texas knows the toughest competition is at Dog Pound. Everybody knows the toughest competition is there. But we're coming, and we're coming to make a point. We're coming to make a statement. We're coming for those tag team titles that are coming home to us. San Antonio, hey, be careful what you wish for, because the Ruin Nation could just ruin your evening. We'll see you at the matches.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's your boy.
Sleazy
And
ass.
it's your boy Dirty Cam, and that's Cam with a K. And we are the Russell Twins. And I'm afraid we have some good news.
No, we got some immaculate news.
Some amazing news.
Man, you know what? I might as well tell him.
You might as well.
I might as well tell him.
You might as
I
well.
might as well tell him.
I'm gonna tell him.
I'm gonna tell him.
DPCW, the first ever Teddy Long Classic Tag Team Tournament. Yes, sir. The Russell Twins will be there.
January 29th, baby.
Okay,
January
okay.
29th.
At the historic Woodlawn Gym, now known as the Pits, where the Warriors and the Gladiators fight. You see, I'm a warrior. You see, I'm a gladiator. I'm a warrior. I'm a gladiator. And that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna fight. And not only are we gonna fight, we're gonna be sending to the grave.
Stop. Have you heard what these other tag teams been saying?
Yeah, I've been hearing it. That's why we finna say what we finna say. First,
No. That's why I'm about to say what I got to say. Okay. We're about to make this real short and sweet. You boys talking about a tournament that is a month out. You boys talking about a tournament that involves one of the best tag teams in the entire world. See, I say instead of waiting a whole month, I say we do it this weekend. Hell, we can do it next weekend. You know what, John? We can do it tonight. I'm sick of waiting. January 29th, the first ever Teddy Long Tag Team Classic. The OMGs, John Omari, Mike Anthony, will do what we were born to do. Show up, show out, and win.
that's right, baby.
Whether it comes with a TAP or whether it happens with a traditional 1, 2, 3, the result will be the same. Your winners, the OMGs. What the hell are we waiting on?
Hey, I'm gonna tell you what, January 29th
in the historical Woodlawn Gym. Talking about the first ever tag team champions in the making, the OMGs. We'll see you there at the pit.
What are we waiting on?
All right, there you have it. These are all of your participants. These are going to be your competitors this Saturday for the Teddy Long Tag Team Tournament Classic. We've got 8 teams ready to go, ready to taste championship gold for the very first time here at Dog Pound. It's a very exciting time. We watched the pound for pound champion crowned at the last show. We're going to see new champions this Saturday. So now we have to make predictions. And traditionally, we've made singles competition predictions, but now we have a bracket in front of us, and we're tasked with figuring out how this bracket's going to unfold. And I'll tell you, it's going to be very difficult for all of us, but we're going to try. So we are going to start. We're going to start on the left side. We've got the OMGs versus the Midnight Blazers. Now, if you've been following the Pack podcast, we had the Midnight Blazers on. We've talked to them personally. Case has mentioned this before. People, teams, competitors that have been on the show, we like to root for them, I have to say. But if you also follow this show, you know that the Midnight Special and I have a little bit of a history. It's a love-hate thing. Some days are better than others. But I wish anyone that steps in the ring the very best. So here we go. OMGs, Midnight Blazers. Okay, this is coming from a fan. Someone that appreciates tag team wrestling, following along all the tag team wrestling in Dog Pound from the very beginning. So for me, I think in the first round, I go with the OMGs. Case, what do you got?
Oh, man. Like Mike has said, we love to root for people that have been on the show. OMGs come on the show, by the way. That being said, man, I feel like it's so hard to root against them. I understand the Midnight Blazers may have many strategic sessions, but I just don't know if that's going to be enough to beat the maybe Dog Pound Tag Team Champion by the end of Saturday. But I'm going to go the OMGs just off the fact that the Midnight Blazers have not teamed yet. Carl, what do you got?
Okay, so this is going to be a great match. Like you said, both of you said, Midnight Special and Eric have both been on our show a week or so ago. And of course, we love you, Midnight. No hard feelings, but I'm going to go with y'all as well. OMGs are on a winning streak. They've got already a championship belt around their neck, around the waist. And I'd rather go with the OMGs as well on this one.
There you have it. All 3 OMGs advancing to the semifinals. Next up, we have the Russell Twins versus Rune Nation. We've seen some of these guys come and go to this point within Dog Pound. And as you just saw, all of these competitors had a few words to say. But with Rune Nation, Papa Don in their corner, I'm going to give them the edge. These guys look big. These guys look like they are ready to hurt somebody. I have the Rune Nation advancing and facing OMGs in the second round. Case?
Man, I think I have to agree with you. I love the energy of the Russell Twins. I do. But man, everyone can have energy till you get hit in the face. I mean, if we had seen the Rune Nation in a battle royal, just like Haas Holding has told us before, these boys hit hard. And everyone has a plan to get punched in the face. I'm going to go Rune Nation just off the fact that we have seen them before in action, and I personally have been very impressed. Now, Carl, what do you got?
Okay, I'm going to go against y'all on this one. I'm going to say the Russell Twins on this. They come from the Booker T school and are real popular there and on a winning streak down there. They've got that energy. Ruin Nation, like you said, they're both big guys, and we've seen them, and they're great competitors too. But I'll go with the Russell Twins on this one.
Okay.
Mike.
Next up, we have Fly Deaf versus City Boys. Unfortunately, we didn't hear from City Boys. Maybe we do between the time of this recording and Saturday. I would love to hear their thoughts ahead of the show, but we just heard from Fly Deaf. They've competed before. I believe some of our guys have seen them at Lions Pride Sports. Very exciting to have them here at Dog Pound. So for the fact that I've only heard from them, I'm going to give them the edge. Fly Def moves on, right side of the bracket. Fly Def goes to the second round. Case?
Man, like Carl had stated, coming from Booker T's wrestling school, that's nothing to sneeze at. That is an accomplishment in itself. And Fly Def, if any of our subscribers have seen any of their work, you know they are talent personified, and they do what they're supposed to do. And what they're supposed to do in the first round and get past City Boys. I'm going Fly Def. Carl, what you got?
I'm with y'all on this one. Fly Def all the way, I believe. City Boys, they're we haven't heard from them. We have seen them in action, but I'm gonna go with Fly Def on this one as well for the first round.
Okay. And to round out the first round, we have Pretty Boy Rock versus Los Misfits. This is a tough one. We heard from both teams, but I will tell you, we've all been to Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, to the live shows. There's just an energy in the room when the Misfits are in our area. I mean, when they come out, the energy is almost unmatched. And as I speak about it, I can feel it as we're going to be there Saturday night. So moving on to the second round, I have the Misfits. Case?
Man, just like you said, Mike, when Los Misfits go through the curtain, it's just like the whole room comes alive. Everyone knows the Misfits are in their area and they can't be happier. Like we have stated, Pretty Boy Rock, we've seen them in Lions Pride, and fantastic talents. But we are more familiar with our boys from Dog Pound. I got to go with Los Misfits advancing to the second round. Carl, who you got?
That's the case with me too. Most Misfits all the way. Pretty Boy Rock, you're correct. We saw them just a month ago at Lions Pride.
Yes,
they were very impressive. Great team, but Lost Misfits, every time they're in the ring, when they hit that ring, it's just all action. I'm gonna have to go with them this one too. Mike.
Now we're to the semifinals. This is where it gets exciting. So with my predictions, I predicted the OMGs and Rune Nation on the left side of our bracket. So now we have to decide who makes it to the championship round. So for me, between the OMGs and Rune Nation, I give the edge to the OMGs. They were the only team that, of all the teams that spoke, had gold already on their shoulder. They know how to win. They know how to win the big match. I can't expect any different this Saturday. So I have the OMGs advancing from the left side to the championship round. Case?
Like Mike said, these guys in their video already have gold around their waist, over their shoulder. And if anyone's a sports fan, you know, if you have to bet on people going to the championship game, you bet on people that's been there before. Tom Brady, LeBron James, these people are winners and they've won before. You don't bet against someone that's been in the situation because they know how to handle the pressure. Now, that all being said, we haven't seen Rune Nation with any titles yet. This is the first tag team championship tournament, however, but I got to go with the OMGs advancing to the finals. Carl, who you got?
Yeah, I agree, Case. OMGs all the way. They already have gold around their waist. They've been in action for, been great competition, and they're at Dog Pound for the last year, I guess now. We saw them before that with SWE, of course, too, and just a great competitor and great team. So I'm gonna have to all the way with that OMGs as well in the final.
So Carl, you have them overcoming the Russell twins in the second round?
Yes, sir. I believe so. I'm not between them two.
All right.
Gotcha.
And so it turns out on our right side of the bracket, every one of us has selected Fly Def and Los Misfits. So we are all on the same page on the right side of the first round. So now we have to decide who will face the OMGs in the championship round. For me, it's Los Misfits. It's the energy in the room. I truly don't believe there is a larger following at the pit than there is for the Misfits. I can say it over and over. You just have to be there live to feel it. So I see the Los Misfits taking on the OMGs for the gold. Case?
Man, like you said, it's a different kind of energy for Los Misfits. But I don't know. My gut's telling me the finals are going to be OMGs versus Fly Death. I think that's going to be the finals. And what a match that may end up being. OMGs versus Fly Death may just steal the show for the championship. That's my prediction. Carl, who you got?
I'm going to say Los Misfits as well. I can see that as the final, OMGs versus Los Misfits, and I think it's going to bring the house down. Those two teams. Oh man, the pit's going to go crazy. I think it'll be a wild night, but that's who I'm going to go with is OMGs versus the Los Misfits in the final round.
Okay. Here we go. This is for the championship round. Who we believe will be crowned by Teddy Long and general manager Aaron Presley himself for the Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Tag Team titles. In my bracket, I have it coming down to the OMGs and Los Misfits. This is going to be a battle. But for me, the team that walks away with gold is Los Misfits. I've said it twice already. I see Misfits coming in and leaving my area with gold. Case, you believe that it's going to be the OMGs versus Fly Death. You see a different matchup here. How does it shake out?
Man, I do. In my brain, I just see it in front of me. Hopefully, I see it Saturday so I can rub it in your faces that I was right. But you never know. So we have the OMG versus Fly Death. Both teams have held tag team gold. However, us personally, we have seen the OMGs destroy the former SWE tag team division. Now, the current world-class tag team champions. Now, who's to say that they're not going to win a third tag team titles? I'm going OMGs all the way. OMGs to win the Dog Pound Championship Wrestling tag team titles. Carl, who you got?
I'm going to agree with Mike actually on this. I see Los Misfits walking away with the gold. OMGs are, like I said, this is going to be a great match. It's going to give I think this match is going to give the fans their money's worth for sure. But I'm going to say Los Misfits on this as walking away with the first Teddy Long Classic Tournament champions.
Mm-hmm. So that rounds out the PAX picks for the first ever Teddy Long Tag Team Tournament Classic. This is going to be a night of tag team action, but that's not the only action happening that night. We have a huge title defense as Haas Holding looks to defend his pound for pound title against Mike Dell. Let's hear from the competitors.
Oh, Mike.
Don Holding. Oh, sorry. Haas Holding. Pound for pound champion. You know, just saying that kind of like, just doesn't roll off the tongue for me. You know what I'm saying? Don, Haas. I think that title belongs around someone who is pound for pound. Gorgeous. Great looking. Fantastic in the ring. Amazing on the mic. Amazing all over the place. That is one man Mike Dell, the true pound for pound champion. Coming soon. Because this Saturday, January 29th, Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, one man Mike Dell's gonna whoop Haas Holdings pound for pound ass. Don, because I'm coming for you, and I'm coming for gold. Because even though I hate to cover this beautiful set of abs up, I wouldn't mind with that beautiful belt. Pound for pound.
Boy. Our boy Haas.
Haas Holding here. Hey, down here on the banks of the Medina River. It's down here where I kind of get my head straight. I think about things. You know, yeah, I run up and down them hills over there. Come down there and maybe drink me a cold beer or two. Sometimes I catch my dinner out of this river because that's what rivers are good for. You know, I get asked, they say, Haas, how come you say you're always the underdog? And it was a fluke that you won that title in a battle royal. Fair enough. Well, let me tell you folks out there something. On January 29th, at the historic Woodlawn Gym, I'm going to prove what this 60-year-old outlaw can do. I'm going to prove what this beer drinking, ballroom brawling, bringing the ballrooms to the wrestling ring. Hey, yeah, I work out. You know what? I drink Lone Star as my pre-workout. I drink buttermilk and eat cornbread when I'm done. I'm a little different. I'm tougher than leather, and I hit harder than a government mule. For everybody says I do not deserve the pound-for-pound title. Make no mistake about it. Come see me this Saturday, January the 29th. One man, Mike Dell. You are going to get a taste. It might be this. It might be that. Or it might be this. Or it might be all three. Whatever it takes to win. Whatever it takes for me to walk out the historic Woodlawn Gym to be the champion. I am Hoss Holding. I am confident. I am the 60-year-old outlaw.
What a huge night it's going to be. We have a title defense, the pound for pound championship. Hoss Holding, who won it in a fierce battle royal at the last show, takes on one man, Mike Dell. So I'll kick things off. This is going to be a fight. I truly believe this will go outside of the ring. We watched Mike Dell fight Rodney Mack at the last show. Chairs were involved. The brutality oozed outside of the ring. I very well could see that happening again. But in the end, I think we see a successful title defense as Hoss Holding retains the pound for pound title and lives to defend another day. Case?
Man, Mike, when we were all there in the pit to watch Hoss Holding's title win, emotions were rampant. Yeah, everyone just saw Hoss Holding, the 60-year-old outlaw, win the big one. And I believe he can do it again. I believe that Hoss Holding will retain the pound for pound championship title because that man drinks Lone Stars, his pre-workout, and he catches his dinner in the river. And I don't think Mike Dell can stand a chance against that guy. Hoss Holding to retain. Carl, who you got?
Oh, this is a tough one. This is going to be a great match.
Very tough.
Title defense for sure. But Hoss Holding is our guy. He's been on the show a couple of times. A super, super great guy. And I'm going to go with Hoss on this. I just have faith. I have belief that the 60-year-old champ is going to retain the belt one more time. It's going to be a tough fight. You know, I know Mike is a great competitor as well, and we saw that last month against Rodney. But I'm going to have to go with Hoss on this one.
It's anonymous. The 60-year-old outlaw romping and stomping himself, Hoss Holding, is coming in to defend and walk out with gold.
Since I'm here, since my new car is here, since my bone is here, let's just do this. For 22 years, all I've tried to do was get Rodney Mack's attention. I just wanted Rodney Mack to notice how good I was, how hard I had worked. And for the last 12 or 13 years now, I've been kind of typecast as a character. Well, on January 29th, at the Woodlawn Gym in historic San Antonio, Texas, the Manimal's going to show up at Teddy Long's Tag Team Invitational. But I don't have no partner.
I'm not going to bring somebody with me to tag. I'm going to go right at the lead dog because I heard Gino Medina isn't going to be able to make it. And I'm going to take it upon myself to make that match happen. And not only Red Dog Rodney Mack am I going to beat you, I'm going to beat you in front of all your fans.
I guess we've been kind of.
Yeah. I got it. Oh, man. Thank you. Appreciate it. All right. Later, later. Hey, Bang.
Yeah.
That was TL.
Yeah, what's up?
Man, you know, just telling me he's honored for the Dog Pound Championship Wrestling to put on the very first Teddy Long Tag Team Tournament.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah. But back to the bully business. IPC.
IPC. International Players Club. Gino Medina. OP Randy Blake. Dig me.
You just heard from the Manimal and Rodney Mack alongside Jazz. Now, Rodney had strong words for Gino Medina, who turns out will not be at the show. As Manimal said, Manimal wants to get to Rodney Mack himself, waiting 22 years for that special moment. So here we are, January 29th, the Manimal, Rodney Mack. It's time to pick. For me, Rodney Mack. The question is, how quick? Rodney has not lost in Dog Pound Championship Wrestling to this date. He has not lost, and there's no reason to believe he's going to lose anytime soon. I have Rodney Mack in quick fashion. Case?
Man, like you said, Rodney has not lost. Rodney very rarely loses, as we all know. He just was on NWA Power Surge, which he got a very quick and dominant victory. And who to say he's not going to do it again in his own turf? I got to go Rodney, man. You can't bet against the Red Dog. And that's my prediction. Carl, what you got?
Most definitely. In the pit, we got to go with our main dog, Rodney Mack, all the way.
Okay, and that rounds out our matches for the evening, but there will be many familiar faces at the show. Let's hear from a few of them.
What's good, y'all? It's your boy Nate Nasty. Nasty Nate. This Saturday night, January 29th, live from the historical Woodlawn Gym, aka The Pit, we've got Hall of Famer Teddy Long live in the building to present the very first Teddy Long Tag Team Classic, where 8 of Texas's top tag teams will compete in one night to crown the very first Dog Pound Tag Team Champions. This Saturday night at the Pit, be there where we're gonna get nasty.
Man, the real deal is excited because January 29th at Woodlawn Historic Park Gym, Dog Pound Championship Wrestling is going to have the first ever Teddy Long Tag Team Classic Tournament for the first ever Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions. Who could it be? There's names like OMGs, Russell Twins, Misfits, etc., etc. The names just keep going on. And we're even going to have single action from Miranda Gordy herself. It's going to be exciting and action-packed. And then come on, It's Teddy Long's tournament. So you know Teddy Long's going to be there. So come down January 29th at the Woodlawn Historic Park Gym and holler at the player.
My name is Soda Pop, but the ladies like to call me Superfly. And on January 29th, TSW Plus and Dog Pound Championship Wrestling presents the Teddy Long Tag Team Tournament Classic at the historic Woodlawn Gym. I'll see you there.
Ladies and Jamokes, Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. Gorgeous Giovanni. I can't wait to see y'all live and at the pit. Y'all know the pit, 1103 Cincinnati Avenue, San Antonio, Texas, 78201, just to be exact. It is our very first Teddy Long Tag Team Championship Classic. Teddy Long himself, WWE Hall of Famer, will be in the building, y'all. Tag teams from all over the country, as well as our very own Los Misfits. City Boys will be in action. I can't wait to see y'all out there. Y'all come on out, come enjoy yourselves, bring the whole family. And if you can't catch us there live, that's all right. Catch us on the TSW Plus app. Weekly content always going to be posted there for y'all. But I can't wait to see y'all out at the pit, January 29th.
Everything got a wage. From the way you live and thrive to the very car you drive. I am Professor P, the original G of philosophy. And if it's one thing I know, it's capital. Not the old funny money that you used to. I'm talking about money stacked so high it can't fold a bean. 50s and hundreds, not fives and tens. Professor P money so long, it requires a lot of dedicated thought. Because we all know the greatest things on earth are the ones purchased in bulk. January 29th, San Antonio, Texas, Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, the Teddy Long Tag Team Tournament Classic, history in the making. It's on that day you'll see why it smells like money when you stand next to me.
We just heard from many faces, some many familiar to us who have been to Dog Pound Championship Wrestling, who will be there this Saturday. I don't know about you guys, but for me, the real deal, John Moore and Professor P, two hot managers that are going to be there live this Saturday, looking for talent, looking to grow their roster. Those two, in addition to Papa Don, it has to be mentioned, we've got some strong managers here in Dog Pound Championship Wrestling. These are all men that are looking to expand their respective empires. Case, what are you looking for?
Now, guys, I personally am excited to see two of our guys that have been on the Pack podcast, Superfly, Soda Pop Hendricks. Now, he'll be live at the pit. He's not scheduled to be in a match, but he will be present. Please see him at the meet and greet, along with our guy, Nate Nasty Nate. Like I just said, see him at the meet and greet. Say hi. I know they'll both be happy to see you. Carl, what about you?
Guys, it's going to be a great night of action. January 29th, just a few days away. We haven't mentioned, but there is a ladies match, Jasmine Allure versus Misty Marks. They're both great competitors. They're great lady wrestlers. So that's going to be a great match to see. And then also just announced the other day, the pit's got a sign contest. So bring your favorite signs. Let's see those signs for the prize money of that. And it's going to be a great night. So we can't wait to see the Pack podcast will all be there live. Come by, see us, and it'll be a great night. Mike, you want to wrap this up?
We'll have merchandise, Pack podcast merchandise debut this Saturday. We can't wait to see all of those homemade signs. Might even take a picture and put on the Pack podcast social media pages too. We did shout out our last sign contest winner. So look for us if you bring the winning sign. But we are ready this Saturday. Here's what you need to know. January 29th, meet and greet 5 to 6 p.m. at the historic Woodlawn Gym, better known as the Pit, San Antonio, Texas, with a bell time start of 7 p.m. The first ever Teddy Long Tag Team Classic. This is going to be a night unlike many of us have seen before. Tag team action will be the highlight of the night. We are in for an absolute treat. If you can't make it live, you can watch the taping on tswplus.com or the TSW Plus app. General Manager Aaron Presley will be in attendance, and Teddy Long himself will crown the new Dog Pound Championship Wrestling Tag Team Champions. We're so happy once again to bring you all of the previews, all of what's to come this Saturday. We're just as excited as you are. If you see us at the show, say hi. We'll be very busy, but it will be a night to remember. So for Carl, Case, and Michael, we will see you next time.